you need to have with you if you're going to go out metal detecting and be successful. Let's start from the left to right here. I've got a nail pouch that you can put all your tools in. You can put your trash in that you pick up, a lot of things like that. I keep a couple poker chips in there with a nugget glued to them, so I can test my detector and make sure it's working right. Next is a small vial. Well, this is a 5-ounce vial to put your gold in. Ignore that noise in the background. That's a grader grading the road. Take your manual with you. Pre-read it. Make sure you know what you're doing with your detector, but bring it with you in case you forget. Next is a good pair of gloves. I can get them at Home Depot or anywhere, and those are really good to keep your hands from getting cut while you're digging in the dirt. Always, always, always bring an extra battery. There's nothing worse to get out and do 5 minutes of detecting and your battery is dead in your detector. Bring one with you. Next I have a hammer loop. This isn't a necessity, but I use it because I carry a pick with me also. And that pick is to obviously dig in the dirt, but it's a good place to carry it because it doesn't fit in the pouch. Next I've got a scoop. This plastic scoop is good for if you're not using your hand to pick up the dirt. You can take and use this scoop and it won't get detected by the metal detector. Next is, this is a bent screwdriver. I hope you can see it there. What I use that for is if I'm working bedrock, I can get down in the cracks and pick out with that tool. And last but not least is my pick. It was just a garden pick, but I put a square handle on it, and also have a really powerful magnet on the end of the blade. So if there's any metal in there that's going to give me a target, I can, if it's iron or steel, I can get it and get it out of there. Alright guys, a couple things here. You want to adjust your detector so when your coil's flat on the ground like it is, that you're not bent over. I don't know, you probably can't see it here, I'm too far away, but you just don't want to be bent over while you're detecting like this. You know, you want to be straight up and down as you can get. If you're bent over, you're going to lose your detecting time because you just won't be able to do it. The other good tip is make sure your your coil wire here is wound tight so you don't get false signals off it. Next, when you swing your metal detector, don't do this. I see too many people doing this. Number one, they're not low enough and they're kicking up on the end. When you swing your detector, keep it low and flat so you're just barely clipping the grass. Keep it low and flat and slow. And the key word, and you might have heard it 100 times, is low and slow. And that's true, low and slow. Keep that detector going low and slow. And the other is speed of travel. You want to cover as much ground as you can, and usually they figure 3 to 4 feet in width of your coil swing. And that's pretty good. And make sure you don't kick up on the end, just keep it flat all the way. But don't overstep and go too far, and now you've missed 1.5 feet of area here. When you swing, you try to do like a half a coil of overlap. So what that'll do, it'll slow you down, number one, and number two, it's going to give you a much bigger chance of not missing a nugget. Okay, so by now you should have your metal detector, a good set of headphones, and some tips from the previous clip. So let's start watching some metal detecting video. Morning YouTube, this is Chuck Jettles of CNS Mining Manufacturing. Decided to do a little bit of metal detecting today, and I've got my Gold Bug Pro here. Really like this detector. It's a VLF machine, but it does a really good job. Finds a lot of the little stuff that the bigger, more expensive detectors miss. And the Lion Lab Gold Monster does a really good job, almost as good as the Gold Bug at the smaller stuff. But I really like this Pro, and I'm going to look for a spot that's been dug before, maybe by dry washer people or something, and see if we can't come up with something to get you a target. Alright guys, here's had several spots dug here, and you get a target, and it's the same old thing. This is a really nice schist layer, and I've dug quite a few holes here, and unfortunately this is also a very good area for shooting, so it's like Lead City here. There's bullets and junk just everywhere. So I'm going to move on to one more spot where somebody's already dug and see if we can't get a target in that. Alright, here we are. I found this dig out spot here, and if you can, I don't know if you can make this out or not, the sun's right on it, so you can probably see this. This is a really nice quartz stringer. Runs down in the schist, clear down in the bottom. Really mineralized, and there's lots of it. You know, it's really nice looking quartz. So if there's anything going to be anywhere, I think it would be here. I'm going to move to another spot and see if we can get a target. Okay guys, I got a target here. I'm not sure what it is. It's up in an area of that big rock laying right on that quartz stringer. So I'm going to dig a little bit and see if you can hear it. Alright guys, there's the target. There we go. One was my ring. Seems like there's something there. Aha! There it is. There it is. It's a little nugget. Not real big. Let's see if I can get it in the video for you. I don't know if I can focus on that or not. Get it out here in the light a little more maybe. There it is. Pretty little thing. Over here, I'm going to see if I can get it out. Alright, it's just a ton of black sand. Nothing of any value there. I'll go look for another target and I'll be right back. I got another target here. I had to reposition the camera. Let's see if I can get it up out of here. Again, it's the same thing. Found just a ton of black sand on my magnet. There's a little piece of metal in here. So that is not a good target, obviously. So we'll continue to look. Okay, I got a really hard signal over here. We're going to dig that one and see what we got. I'm going to pull the headphone. There it is there. I think I see it. Alright, there she is. It's definitely not a nugget, but it's definitely a piece of metal. So we keep looking. Another signal. Hopefully there's something in this one. I got the, I'm going to unplug the headphones again so you can hear. I dug it out of here. Yeah, it looks like I'm in the metal business today. There it is. Another piece of a can, or I'm not sure what that is. So we'll keep hunting. Got quite a few holes dug this morning. And I'm doing a no-no. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm wearing my wedding ring. And that's definitely a no-no when you're detecting, but I usually don't detect the gold or the dirt by putting it in my hand. I use a scoop, so there you are. Alright, I'm back on the other side of the creek and I got a pretty good signal over there. Been digging it and I got some of the rock out and a little bit of the dirt. So we're going to make another attempt on this, and I'll unplug the detector again so you can hear the signal. That's showing about a 49 on my scope. Let me take this out a little bit with the spec screwdriver. Ignore that, that was not good. Still there. That was good. Rock's very good here. Pretty hard.
So I've got a target in here in this bunch of rocks, and I'm going to do something that I usually don't do just because of forgetting about rings.
Okay, I'm going to do what I don't normally do. Use my hand. It's in my hand. I'm going to try to get it in the camera. Let's see if I can do that for you. I'm not sure if you can see here or not. As loud as it is, it has to be either a piece of metal or looky there. There it is. Nice little nugget. Oh, it's probably a gram and a half or so, maybe. That's after a pretty good part of the day up here detecting in the Bradshaws. Beautiful day. And that's her. I hope you can see that. I don't know. I can't tell where I'm at here. The glare on my camera again. I guess I'm notorious for doing that. But there it is anyhow. It's a little nugget. And it's well worth the trip. We will come back to the spot. I'm going to do a little more digging over there and see if I can find any more. Yeah, I did some more digging and wasn't anything else there. But it was fun to find. It took the better part of 3/4 of a day now. And I've reclaimed that area a little bit. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Alright, here's the nugget that we just found. Looks like it weighs in at 0.77 grams, which is not too bad. That's a nice little piece.
If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.